What's going on, everybody? How's it going? We got ARL Season 13 qualifying event going on today. We're just trying to put a setup in and get out here, do this quali. Kind of missed all the practice. But it's about how it goes. Just moved up to pro last season. I'm relegated down to silver again, probably. This is like not my best track. But yeah, we got 2 qualifying events over the course of 2 weeks here. It's just going to start at Hungaroring and go to Spa. And then they'll pick what classes they're going to put us in. They haven't given us any target times, so I don't know where I need to be or if I can expect to be put in a platinum or gold, silver, bronze tier, whatever. It's just gonna be whatever it is based off the fastest time. The fastest time obviously will get put in the platinum class, and everybody else will be just relegated accordingly. It kind of sucks that these are going to be like my 2 of my worst tracks. Honestly, I think I'm better at like Snetterton and Alton Park than I am at Hungaroring. Which is sad to say, but it is what it is. Pretty hot out here today. I think I'm gonna put these brake ducts way up. Okay. And a 43.6, crazy. Higginson is just crazy fast in that McLaren. Dang, Urbina with a 44.1. Urbina has been killing it again lately. He's like, he has stepped his game up in the past few weeks. This dude in here doing 43.9s and a freaking Bentley. It's gonna be wild. Long with the 44.6. I don't even know if I can get into the 44s today. Last time I tried this try, I was at like 45.5. It was not good. My best time ever was a 44.2, but I don't know how the BOP compares. So many cars on the track right now. Oh my gosh.
Flag accepted.
44 people in here. It's gotta be like 45. The frame rate is so bad. Driving, it feels like my eyes are crossed.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag, be careful.
'Cause still trying to get heat in these tires.
Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow
Oh
flag
my
accepted.
gosh, they're freaking. Seven people. slowing down too much.
Yellow flag accepted. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag acceptable. There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag acceptable. accepted. Yellow flag, be careful.
Okie dokie.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Alright, so down at campus. Makes sense. Bravo is pretty fast. So how about Urbina? Kumaro? Man, we got some fast guys. 43-0. Holy moly. The second off of that is a 44. So there's like no way I'm getting a 44-0. That's crazy. Wow. We gotta try. I just don't know how they do it. So, one valid there. There's a 2.
Yellow flag ahead, charging front. Yellow flag in sector 2. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag, be careful.
Ooh. Ouchie.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Oh, Bender, don't fly.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 1. Your lap time is evaluating. Please try to stay on the track. There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag in sector 1. There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front. Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag, be careful there. Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead, Charlie in front. Other way, across the west. Yellow flag ahead, watch out. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 1. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag, be careful. Other way, crosses me, crosses. Yellow flag in sector 2. Slow car ahead. 30 seconds. Going single file. Double file. Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Already got us a race.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Yellow flag in sector 1. Clear on the right.
track is crazy to race on, even for GT3 cars. It does have an OLED for this. It's a nail. Whoa. Dang.
Warning for exceeding track limits. Yellow flag, be careful there. Slow car ahead.
What the heck? This race is chaos.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Hey, Torque. No problem, dude. Appreciate it.
Yellow flag acceptable. Yellow flag, be careful. Brother man, this is me, what's the best? Yellow flag out. Watch out. Yellow flag acceptable. Car on the right.
Oh.
Clear on the right. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag ahead, be careful. Yellow flag acceptable. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Wow.
Yellow flag out. Watch out. Cars exiting the pit. Watch out. Yellow flag
like the rear tires are just done. I don't need to put it. I'm taking the tires so I can do some better laps. Hopefully. I get stuck behind someone slow. acting like I was trying to though.
Yellow flag in sector 1. got some light damage on the front of the car.
Holy moly, there's 50 people in there. That's a lot of people. I could have been up here in front of Thursday when quality if I set my personal best. People. It's a lot of people in this track. Oh. Oh my gosh. What the heck, Dalton? Who's in here talking to me? Who's talking to me? No, hey, Georgia. So, Dalton, what's up? That was a crazy race. Type something if you're still there. We'll play some replay. If you got anything you want to see, let me know. I got the state green car going in honor of the man, the myth, the legend, Nico Hulkenberg. There's podium the other day. Okay. Lap 2, I think that lap 2 incident they were talking about, I was right beside it, and it almost, I just avoided it. Yeah. Send me a voice chat, man. Or open up a voice chat, or I can, whoever.
Yo.
There he is.
Oh man, what a race. This shit's
Dude.
gonna be awesome to watch on the replay.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't know what to expect from this race, because, like, I went into it not having done the, like, 10 valid laps, I guess, or whatever, that Empuero wanted us to
Yep.
do. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to go try to just go in here, try to do some laps and be consistent. And, you know, so I wasn't even, like, tried to race for position at first, then the tires gave up, and I just, like, went in and pitted.
Was that you who was spun around at one point?
Probably. Yeah, you'll see
I
me
think it
spun
was
once or twice here.
just after the chicane, I think it was.
Yeah. I tried to move on Empuero, and it didn't work out.
Uh-oh, so we double assaulted him?
Yeah. Tried to send it up the inside.
I did the same thing and spun him at turn 1. I was like, no, I'm so sorry.
Dude, wow, he came from way back behind me. Dude, I got freaking had at the start. I got lost a bunch of positions.
Whereabouts did you start from?
Right here, 12th.
12th?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't even get to do my personal best lap, man. I was like 2/10 off of my best I've ever done. I could have been a couple more places up. Where'd you start from?
Shit.
Aren't you,
Man, I started from 25th.
Oh, really? I thought you
Yep.
were ahead of me. You definitely finished ahead of me. You finished like
Nah.
7th.
Yep. Yeah, I made up 18 spots.
Yeah. So your race pace is
crazy
good.
shit.
My race pace is kind of garbage.
I honestly think it was just all of the like the crashing and incidents.
Yeah, I made
Like, that
up a
was
lot
honestly all
because
it
of
was.
that too, and then gave it all
Yeah.
away running into Amp.
Yep. Yeah, whenever this replay gets started, man, you gotta, when it comes up to it, you gotta watch lap 2. The first sector of lap 2 from my POV. It was pretty wild.
Mm. I guess Did somebody post a video? I thought somebody was gonna see somebody on the roof. I guess it was almost on his roof for a second.
He definitely rolled over.
Yeah.
I wish, dude, if my voice chat was on, I was laughing so hard for the next like 1 or 2 laps. I couldn't get over it. It was so good.
Yeah. Dude, did you have trouble with like your tires going off in this race?
Yeah, about 10 minutes ago, they were pretty sad.
Yeah, mine like 15 halfway in 15 minutes. That's always been my problem at this track too, and I don't know what to do about it. Like I could not do an endurance race here because I can only do like 15-minute stints, and the car starts sliding out. Oop, what happened? What happened here?
No idea. Ferrari goes spinning off to the right in a second. There he goes.
Boink.
There's a tank slap up.
Uh-oh, more carnage. Oh no. That was that Musso guy, I think. No, Long. Dude, this race was carnage.
Oh, that's weird.
Look at what was it?
Oh no, okay, he got a touch on the side at first. I thought he just got hit on the back and then...
Dude, look at this dude. He tried to go double too wide through this fast left-hander. I was like, nope, I'm backing out.
Who tried to go side by side?
It was like Desdub and Olak in front of me and this other guy in front of me, Jacobson.
Right.
What is that, turn 4 or 5?
Yep, I think so.
I lost so many positions at the start, dude. Well, I know so many. The Lamborghini got around me. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. The Lamborghini got by me, and then somebody else got by me a little bit later. But I was like, I wasn't having any of this going through the corner. I was like, nah, y'all just have at it. I'll come back at you later.
I'll live to fight another day. Yeah.
Freaking Zanotti had a bad race, and I had a crazy pass around him wrecking into another car a little bit later on. I gotta show you that.
Okay, yep. I get the feeling Motor took him out because those two rejoined near me. I got past Zanotti and then Zanotti dive bombed me like you've never seen a dive bomb before.
Really?
Like, okay, he's pissed. He was pissed at Motor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, Urbina's in the freaking the Macca this year? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I can't wait to see the start of the second lap. It's going to be glorious.
I think I got passed right up here. Oh yeah, that's where Ampere passed me. It's like, how in the world, how did you stick it up there like that? I think I went deep on the brakes. Yeah, I went too wide. Yeah. I have terrible exits around these last two corners. They are the bane of my driving on this track. Those last two corners.
Probably the Honda's two strongest corners, so...
Really?
It's a shame we didn't get the battle.
Oh, yeah, went deep there. Way deep. Try to keep it in front of this other guy. You'll see the crash from my perspective. Oh, there's whoever that was that got turned. Avoided them. And then I saw this coming. I was like, oh my god, where are they going to go?
Oh, yep. Okay, I'm just watching through the corner now. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a separate crash. Damn.
Oh, is it? This was a different one then? Yeah.
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 Once you get back to my POV, it's some crazy shit going on. Damn, that was a bad crash.
So those guys had already spun up there, and then then that's when that guy hit. So it started with the one I passed, and then finished with the one you passed. Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Dang. Let's see that in the instant super slow-mo replay here.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow, we got one car on his side, one car doing a wheelie. Holy moly.
And the seas just parted for me beautifully.
Uh-huh. Gosh, I gotta tell you, if that doesn't make you excited, I don't know what does.
Oh, I was excited.
Kablooey. Dang.
Oh shit. Oh, there's two cars on their sides. What the shit?
My lordy. Dude. Urbina is crapping his pants behind the red Ferrari doing the wheelie. Dang. Good stuff.
That is so wild.
Good stuff. Alright. Any more that you know of?
Ah, shit. There was a lap where I actually thought I took out a blue Mustang, but then it turned out it was actually Motor who took him out on a replay.
Okay.
It was in the first handful of laps. I don't know what lap
cool
it is
corner.
exactly. It was...
Wow. Dude, can you believe in this qualifying session there was 51 freaking cars on the track?
Was there?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, so I was halfway exactly. I'll take it.
Dude. It's a pretty cool shot. I gotta get a picture of my car through this turn now. Real quick here. Oh, there's not enough like cars coming through there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, we'll go with that. Dude, 51 cars on Hungaroring is like, I don't know. Trying to avoid diseases in a brothel.
That's a great analogy.
Oh, shoot. Alright. Anything else? Or that you remember?
It would just be me. I avoided a Mustang, and then I actually thought I netcoded him, but then it turned out it was actually Motor completely killed him, and I
this was
slowed down and
this
waited
was
for no
happened to
reason.
Zanatti here. I gotta see this.
Oh, okay. Oh,
he
yeah.
just break. Oh, I break just looks like he tried to avoid him.
Oh.
Oh, and then hit him again. No, again.
Oh no.
He's fine. He's fine. Oh, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, what? Oh, dude, watch the helicopter view of their rejoin and then the next corner.
Okay. Oh, that's too funny.
There's me in the little black Honda. Look what Zanotti does out of pure anger.
Dude, that was the first of like 2 times that Zanotti got spun in the same corner. Uh-oh. Oh, see, he tapped you.
And I'm like, alright, I'm gonna cut you off.
What?
Zanotti dived on me out of anger. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna switch back.
But what the heck did he do in the last corner, though?
Yeah, what was that? I just saw it now.
It's freaking... Okay, so see the dive bomb here. Here he gives you a little bump. And then he just goes on a side quest over here in the last corner. Oh, shoot.
Did he make a mistake or just deliberately turn off?
Let me see here. It looks like he made a little... Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Looks like he made a little herky jerk. Oh, he had a tank slapper. Nice.
Yeah.
Dang, back in 20th.
So I think my incident with Moda and Garcia
you had
will be
one
the
with
next
Moda?
lap or two.
Okay.
Just go through the laps and it'll be like we're all in super close proximity at the start line.
Okay.
And then just take it back to the second last corner when you do find it. So you might have to go through the laps to find it.
Which corner did you say it happens in?
It'll be like if you scroll through the laps, and there's me, Moda, and Garcia are in like close proximity. It might be this lap actually. Am I just behind these guys? Okay, it might be here. Yep, this is gonna be it. Let's
see here. It's like Moda and Garcia got into each other. You try to come around.
Yep. And then it goes all the way down to turn 1. I actually sent Garcia a message until I saw the replay and realized I actually didn't do anything wrong because he got murdered by Moda.
Oh, shoot. Dang.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah, you took avoiding action just nicely, avoided him just barely there, and then I guess Moda
thought I'd netcoded him.
It looks like Garcia was just taking his line. I guess that's the right line.
I broke way too late, and then to avoid him, I went to the left, but I thought I netcoded his car and spun him because I couldn't see him anymore. But then when I saw the replay, I was like, oh, Moda just straight up murdered him.
Ouchie.
Oh, shit, that was close. I can't believe how close I got to his car. So Moda killed 2 people in 2 laps. Nice.
Yikes. I'm glad this wasn't a season race.
Uh-huh. How many tickets would there be?
Oh my gosh. Dude, they'd be up to their eyeballs sorting them for a week.
Yep. And can you show us your incident with Amplero
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you head off, or before I gotta go?
Yeah. See, they got away from me for a second, and I don't know if they started fighting or something, and I caught back up with them. Maybe I pulled the lead out of my butt. Oh. See the little sliding into the corner there? This last
Yeah.
turn? This was like killing my tires. And I kept having little moments. Kind of like Zanatti, but like a would save it though, but it's like these little like slight herky jerk moments. So it was like you got a little twitchy. You had to.
Yeah. Oh, like that. I just saw it exit the final corner.
Hmm. And a lot of times it's like on the entry of the corner.
So it feels you with like no confidence whatsoever.
Hmm.
Sort of just hanging on.
I was using a new setup of that. Um, I don't know. I don't know that. I guess it might feel a little better than the setup I was using, but dude, do you know on the line here, the exit of the left-hander, where the warning is? Is it when you cross the white line, or is it when you go all the way
When you
across
go
the white
off
and red curb, or what?
yeah, I think it's when you go the whole car off the red and white.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. Let me see. It's either gonna be this lap in the corner here after the chicane or next.
Okay.
I got a good exit on him. And that's why I was even beside him. See? Yeah.
Okay, I'm still catching up. Okay, it is gonna be. Oh. Ah. Oh man. Ah.
See, I
Oh,
can't.
Urbina almost understeered into you.
Oh, did he? Oh, crap.
I think so. I think it was Urbina. It was like a bluey coloured car by the looks of it. Oh no, it was a BMW. Oh, that dude was sketchy the whole
Yeah,
event.
yeah, it was.
Rodriguez.
Yeah. So, from my, like, I don't know. I would say at that point I'm alongside, but I don't know. It's kind of a last second kind of alongside. So maybe he wasn't.
Yeah,
Maybe he wasn't anticipating me. So I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it's specifically my fault or a racing incident.
I yeah. If I was Ampuero, I probably would have at least left a little bit more room.
Yeah, I did feel
But
like we could have went side by side into these corners together, but he maybe wasn't anticipating I was gonna be that close beside him.
maybe yeah. Oh, because he just turns in. He
Yeah,
committed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the freaking steering lock. Oh my gosh. Turn the whole wheel all the way around. It's like, gotta sit there and wait. I didn't know what the cars were gonna do.
Oh man, that BMW looked like he was gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he didn't.
Ah. So close.
I thought about flashing you when I come past, but I didn't have time to.
Oh. Okay. Now at some point I get. Ooh, what happened here? Oh, this made me angry that I did this because my tires were like smoking hot from just spinning, and then somehow I got off. I don't know what the heck I was doing. I just drove off in the grass like I just all of a sudden became a cow or something. Like I don't.
Sorry, bro, that shit's hilarious.
It's like that's like the time at Spa when it was raining and I just drove like came out of turn one and then just eased my way right into the pit wall and gave myself damage for like no reason. Like you could have easily avoided that, but you decided to like all of a sudden not know how to drive.
I'm guessing you looked out at the chat or you looked away at the Delta or something.
Something
We've all
like
done
that.
it.
Yeah.
I used to have a really bad habit of looking down at my dash all the time,
Yeah.
and I've hit cars that have spun on the track and been sitting there for 10 seconds, and I've just driven straight into them, and I was like, oh no. So no.
It's behind Zanatti for a little while. Ooh, that was it. That was it right here. I like went by him perfectly. It almost came back into me. It's like a millisecond from turning back into me.
Yep. Well, I have one tank slapper when you can have two.
Did I keep that legal? I think I kept that legal.
You did,
I thought I went
Oh.
off the track.
Oh, beautiful. Two
Nice.
for one.
Yeah, that was a good one. And the amount of people we passed because of crashes in this race was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I'm pretty sure I only made up legitimately one or two positions, and the rest were just crashes or mistakes from people.
So you can't pass this track. And I got in this long stint where I was like by myself for a while, setting some laps finally.
Can I ask you, what was your quali lap, and what was your fastest race lap?
Let me see. I have to go back and look. Let me see. Fastest race lap was 44.402.
Shit. Yeah, that's so fast.
My fastest ever is like a 44.215, so only 2/10. Let's see.
Was that your qualifying time?
My fastest qualifying time. What did I just say my fastest race time was?
44.402.
402? Okay, my fastest. I'm always faster in the race for some reason. My quality time was a 44.422.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the consistency.
Yeah. But like those were the only two laps I set in the 44.4s. So I'm upset about because I had a 44. No, I did one more in quali. 44.430. Oh shoot. Okay.
Shit.
Well, I only did 3. But the rest are like 44.7, 44.8. I think I did a 44. I did a 44.9. And some 44.5s, I think, during the race or something. But
damn,
I really wish I could have.
That's crazy.
Did a little more.
Oh, I would happily take a 44.5.
Dude, freaking Higginson, dude, being a 43.0. Like, oh my gosh!
I know, right?
How do you, like?
How do you do that?
where do you find the speed? Is it the car? Do I need like better freaking pedals? Or do I just need to learn how to drive? Like, is it the setup, or is it the?
It makes you wonder.
Driving, gosh. I mean, I can't even get to a 44.0, and he's at a 43.0. Saying like he can probably have maybe gotten in the 42s in this session. And like if the temperature had been less, and if he had a different BOP with less kilos, he's like in the 41s. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's crazy, right? Like in the Honda, I felt like I was going absolutely flat out, like as hard as I could go.
Mm-hmm.
And my best lap was a 45.0. I couldn't get any more out of the car, and the car had a good BOP.
Really?
Yeah, but the car is sketchy. It's it's right on the edge, you know, and you have to be really patient getting on the throttle because as soon as you touch it, it will squat down, and then you won't bite to turn. So it's kind of like driving a Porsche a little bit.
And like you get on throttle, it starts understeering. Like the front's got no bite.
Yeah. Yep.
I was feeling like this a little bit in this setup. Like I wish. The bad thing about mine was like I felt like it was super snappy already, but it also felt like kind of understeery in some of these longer corners, and so I don't know if that's I need to just drive better or what.
Yeah, my car was understeery on power, but very snap oversteer, lift off.
Yeah.
Under braking, and it's really like when you got a car like that, it's so hard to trust.
Yeah, you can't trust it. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, but same as you, my fastest race lap pretty much was identical to my fastest quali lap. And I had like 50 extra liters in. I don't know how that works, but I'll take it.
Yeah, sometimes the more fuel makes me more consistent. And then if I can be more consistent and be more confident, or if I can be more confident, I can be more consistent and then do better laps. So,
how do you? What are your usual times at Spa with the Ferrari with like decent weather?
I think
just a ballpark.
I can show you.
It doesn't have to be.
I think my fastest ever laps have been somewhere in the 17s. Those are 44.5 that lap. But I never feel good about any of my laps at Spa though. Like they never feel great to drive, and neither does this track. This track always feels like I have no grip.
That happened last time. Do you remember the race where we ran into each other?
Yeah.
You were saying the exact same thing then as well. You said you didn't trust the car.
Ever since then, I still don't feel like I have grip. Like, it's like, you know how, like, force feedback should kind of act like you turn the wheel, and, like, the more grip you have, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier until you get past the point where you've overdone the tires and you lose grip and it gets lighter. Well, I never feel like it always just feels like I can turn the wheel as much as I want in any of the corners and it doesn't change. Like the tires are made of pudding.
Dude, that was me for those last 10 minutes. Like same as you. I didn't pit, I just tried to hold on, but my car was a real handful, like sliding, exits everywhere.
Yeah.
But you also, because it's not a 296, you have to run the TC pretty low.
Right.
So normally a lot of people run 11 on TC2 and then 1 on TC1.
Okay.
But I was running TC2 at 2 and TC1 at like 3, and it allows like a lot of slip. Otherwise it just bogs down. And it also has turbo lag as well. But yeah, the tire wear, I mean, I don't know what tire life is going to be like in an actual race, but I was pushing pretty hard then, and I was like bad after 20 minutes. So,
well, I'm noticing the tire wear here is usually higher than anywhere else anyway. So maybe it's not too great to judge this track by. But
maybe.
I don't know.
But if you're doing 17s at Spa, for example, dude, I've been practicing for Spa in a Honda, and it's super scary there. At Eau Rouge and Blanchimont, it rotates so much.
Dude.
You don't even touch the exit curb on Blanchimont. It's weird. It rotates so well at high speed.
That's crazy.
Yep, it doesn't even need it. Yeah, it's real. It's almost like the car's floating. It is so sketchy. But then at low speed, dude, low speed and medium speed, it's so understeery. Like you cannot get the front to bite. It's the aero balance is so weird.
It's weird, and it's like you couldn't add more rake or something to it to get like rid of that, or maybe that'd make it too oversteery in the high
then you'll
speed.
spin.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, then you end up spinning.
I hate that.
And yep, and optimum low fuel. All I can do is a 19.8.
Oh
like
my.
it.
Yeah.
Yep, I can't run the rear wing blower because it's even more unpredictable and sketchy.
Freaking. Oh, that curb. I got on that curb and almost made me spin. I hate some of these curbs here.
There's Rodriguez. Yes, there's some... I just saw it now. Yeah, Rodriguez just went faster.
I think it's like the Ferrari at Spa, like it's one of those tracks where you kind of have to try to run the lower wing.
I'd like
but
to
not
try,
too low,
but I'm
maybe
too
like
to.
eight or 9. Like I think some of the setups have
Yeah.
it lower, a lot lower, but like it's like every time you go through a Rouge, it's like playing a game. Am I gonna die this time or not? You know?
Dude, 100. But that's the Honda. I have to turn the TC up through a Rouge to make sure the car's at least a little bit more stable.
Oh wow, yeah. See that and Eau Rouge and Blanchimont are my worst corners. Like it's weird though, because in Blanchimont, and I'm kind of having the opposite problem that you're having. Well, either you can hit it a little, like be a little too hard with your inputs and like you make the car spin, or the thing just like you should be able to take it like flat out in a GT3 car, but sometimes on this one, in this car with the setup I have at the moment, I gotta hit it just right every time to do it, or I gotta lift off, or I understeer off the track.
Yeah, if you're like a millimeter off, it's like you got to breathe on the throttle to allow it to bite a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't understand. Like Flobs in the AMG, he'll like go through there like full, full throttle, like not even
no issues.
Yeah, no issues at all. Just like solid, like Gran Turismo solid.
I don't know, man.
And he does run like full wing though. He always runs full wing everywhere. It doesn't matter. So he's got
do you
that
know what
advantage.
ride height he uses in the AMG?
No, I couldn't say. I know the front's always usually bottomed out, but
yep.
I couldn't tell you on the rear.
Okay. I know in the AMG, when I was driving it like a year ago or a year and a half ago, I used to have it I used to run a lot of rake, but then the geometry, like suspension stuff, was super safe. So I was probably super slow in a straight line, but I had like mad stability and great tire life.
Right.
But dude, next week I'm nervous for Spa. Because I think most people can do 19s comfortably, and I can just hit a 19. But I'll keep working on the setup. The other thing is, dude, like I'm maxed out on the front roll bar, and like as low as you can go on the rear roll bar.
The setup for this Honda sounds kind of similar to the Ferrari, honestly.
Yeah, I just wish I had TC9 ability.
Yeah. Dude, what made you choose the Honda this time? Just the challenge?
Something different.
Yeah.
Something different. Yeah. I was going to go to Mustang, but then there's also a lot of Mustangs, so it's like, oh, the Honda's nice. It's the only one. Also, I'm almost going to go back to the Audi again.
You could use the GTR again.
Dude. The GDR was fun. That maybe in a couple of seasons I'll go back to that.
Farah, or whatever his name is, right? He's GTR. Was it last season? Yeah. It was freaking dominating.
He was winning races.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's crazy fast there. I think he's in the Mustang this season.
He is in the Mustang. Oh, dude, in the qualifying session, I let him go past me, and then I tried to like tag onto him and set a couple of my quali laps.
Yeah.
And he made a mistake at the second last corner, so I kind of got onto the back of him, like, oh, sweet, I'll grab a toe down the straight. Dude, he had a mistake out of the last corner. I nailed it, and he gapped me by like half a second just on this main straight. And I didn't even make a mistake.
What?
And then he pulled over. Yep. And I flashed him because I was laughing, saying bye. The Honda is so slow down the straight with that max wing.
Oh my god.
Just too slow.
I'm trying to look at this replay to understand why I made the car go into a slide here. This is my problem. I need to figure it out. I was having this problem at Silverstone a lot too. And I don't know what to do about it. Where is that? Oh. I'm not quite sure what it was that made me slide there.
On the throttle, oh no, you're already 100%. Was it right at the end of the corner that was happening?
No, it was in this entry.
Oh, right. Oh, there. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah. It's like,
Was it when you transition from brake to throttle, or?
yeah,
Oh,
throttle to brake.
it looks like it. Maybe you got a fraction of rear locking.
Really? But I wasn't even on 100% brakes. Is that a thing in this game?
Yep, yeah, for sure. You can definitely get it, like, where the rear, and, like, if the front brakes are really hot, the rear brakes become more effective as well.
Okay, as I thought it was like the not being, you see where I'm like not completely off the throttle and then I brake and come off and I'm back on. Like this
Yep.
kind of doesn't look quite right.
Or was it your downshift as you were turning, I wonder?
Oh, it could have been, that's a good point. Let's see.
Late downshift.
No, well, I'm in second gear coming from
First.
the corner and then I'm already sliding when I shift down to first.
Yeah, weird.
Don't know. I need I need Flop's knowledge. He's always usually pretty good at telling me what the heck is going on.
It's a shame he raced on Tuesday.
Yeah, I wish he would freaking. He kept racing. I don't know what the heck is if you don't want the competition or what. He likes still racing on Sundays.
Yeah. I'm actually joining this upcoming week. I'll be
Okay.
back.
You're finally gonna race one.
Yeah.
Was it?
But what a scary ass race to join in.
Oh my gosh, dude,
Nürburgring.
that's gonna be great, and it's 90 minutes too.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, it's gonna be a long, long race.
Dude, I just did a 24-hour race at Nords. In a
I tuned in. I
GT4.
caught a little bit
You
of it.
did, dude.
Yep.
It was madness. I wish I would have streamed more of the other guys' stints, but like when I got off, I was like just wanting to go like rest. So the other guys were in the lobby. Like another guy would spot for whoever was driving, and usually wasn't in there, and they could only let like 2 people from a team be in the server at the same time for server
Yep.
stability. So I would
Yep.
leave and didn't
Oh,
stream
that
their
brings back
stints.
memories.
Yeah, but dude, like it was terrible at first because I didn't practice. Was there anything else you wanted to see from this race, by the way?
Nah, man. Nah, that's all good. That's
Okay,
all good.
okay, I'm gonna go look at my spa time real quick. So it's like Rigo and Garwood and freaking Rigo, Cody May.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Um. Sorry, I had to do something there for a sec.
You're right.
Yeah, they invited me to be on the like an endurance team. I want to do some endurance races. Um. And yeah, it was kind of last minute. And yeah, go spa. Yeah, spa. There it is. Okay. There's a 17,862.
Damn,
My
bro, that's flying.
my consistent laps are like 18.3. Man, but there's like people on here doing like
Shit.
16s and 15s. You know,
Yeah,
like Spa is one
we'll
of
do
my
that.
slower tracks. Even on GT7, it's one of my slower tracks. It's like something about it I just
Whew.
like don't get. You know.
Man, me and a Honda could be qualifying 40th at best next week. I mean, like, it is what it is. I don't care, but
Oh, have
it's
fun
like when you're
racing it
pushing
out. You
so
know.
hard. Oh, dude, that's what I want to do. Like a couple of years ago, I was always trying to be really competitive, and then I'd get like disappointed. But I just got over that. I just want to have fun. But it's kind of
Yeah.
different because I used to be sort of fast enough to compete up there, but everyone's getting
Mhm.
so good, and I hit a limit like a year or two ago, and I can't go any faster, like
Well,
with certain cars. And
yeah.
um,
Well,
now reality is
once you
like
use the fast
even in a
cars.
BMW. Well, even in a BMW last season, 2 of the races I qualified 27th, and that was all I had. So
Dang.
to Honda, it probably would have been like 45th or something.
Oh, dang. Is it just because you've been like taking more time off the game lately, and you hadn't been as
I don't,
consistent as you were a couple years ago? I guess.
I don't know. Like in the GT4 cars, I'm always really comfortable and pretty. I don't know. The slower cars, I'm comfortable in, like the GT4s or the M2.
Yeah.
I don't think the time off's hurting because in other cars I can match my PB still, and I
Yeah.
actually feel
Yeah.
like I'm driving better than I ever have because I'm understanding more stuff. But
Yeah.
just a Honda is a tough car. Even with a good BOP, I'm just not that good at driving it. Where there are other dudes who are insane in a Honda, so much
Yeah.
so that on certain tracks it gets BOP'd the opposite way because it's too quick. But I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe if I had a
Yeah.
wheel, it would be different.
Yeah. Could be the case. I think I remember you did tell me one time before you were like more comfortable in the lower downforce cars.
Yeah, just the cars that require like more mechanical grip and not the aero stuff. It's like I don't
Yeah.
trust it, and I don't ever feel
Yeah.
confident enough turning in and trusting that aero stuff. I just can't get my head around it.
I think I feel like somehow the opposite because all of, like my best tracks are I don't know if they're well that might not be right. I was gonna say all my best tracks are aero tracks. Uh,
Okay.
like I was good at like uh Watkins. I thought I was pretty good at. The best lap there is like a 44.4. Mount
Shit.
Panorama, I had a 201.8. I don't know why Mount Panorama I was good at, but I feel like if it's a track I can like commit to like fast corners and I just know how to take them.
Mm. You've got like really good car control. Like I've noticed that,
Really?
and it's probably. Oh, dude, I see some of the slides you have, and you don't even react. It's like you're just so natural. Whereas another guy would be like, "Oh shit, that was so close." I'm like, dude, all she has like 5 a lap, and it's not doesn't even break a sweat with those snaps.
I'd probably be faster though if I'd stop sliding, but yeah.
But I think that's right. Like like where there's more commitment required, and like hanging the balls out the side
Yeah.
mirrors, like you seem to be very quick with those high commitment tracks.
Yeah. Which is weird 'cause I don't know. I don't know. Laguna Seca, I feel like there's a track like that, but I don't feel very good at it. I do like Brands
Same here.
Hatch, but that Brands Hatch is tough. Um,
My favorite track by far is Paul Ricard. I always
is it?
feel good
Oof.
around. Yeah,
You know, I
I
have a
like Paul
weird
Ricard.
like it's a track that I think I may actually slightly be good at. I have a 154.5 there, but
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't enjoy driving it in a way. 'Cause it's very weird.
I think you
And
speak for 95% of people.
yeah, like, and I have to really be on top of it. If I haven't done it in a while, then I'm struggling in that last sector because it's such a
Right.
weird, like, it's
I
a
love the
bunch of,
last sector.
it's cool, but I suck at it. Like, it's a bunch of weird kind of corners that I don't understand how to take, like, exactly where the braking zones are and stuff. I think I
Yep.
told somebody this yesterday. Like, if it's a track where I can lock down hard braking zones, I can get into a rhythm and I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
But if it's a track where there's not a lot of references for that, like freaking Paul Ricard or even Silverstone is tough for me.
Mm.
Mazzano's kind of a
Yep.
weird one. Because of that, and Zandvoort, especially the S's in
Zandvoort is
Zandvoort.
that's my weakest track.
Mm,
Like I never get on with that track. But I'll feel like I do a really good lap and it's like a
yeah,
37, and I'm like, how do people do 35s? Like,
yeah.
let alone 36s or 37s. Um, but then it's like Paul Ricard, where I don't know if I could do it in a
Uh,
Honda, but I think the only track you've mentioned so far is Paul Ricard, where I'm actually just a fraction faster than you. But apart from that, you blitz me everywhere else.
mm.
I do a
Are you,
54.4, but that's
okay.
optimum, low fuel, drafting.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you still on my stream? I got like all my lap times on the board right now.
Yep.
Up on there. I'll just see if you can have any comparing. Um, I mean, dude, the N24 Nürburgring though, I'm like, I must be a master at because I did that lap in a minute and 30 seconds. I mean,
I wish they'd fix that
the
glitch. I
game
really
doesn't
wish
lie,
they would.
man. Minute 30 seconds.
I wish they would fix that glitch. So,
Yeah. Dude, and look at this.
uh,
I've done plenty of laps at that track in the 296, and it hasn't recorded a proper lap on my
that's
on the board.
weird.
Like what the heck?
So the GD4 car, you've done a
Dude,
905. So
that didn't
that's a
record
lot.
either. No, no. This past weekend I did a 901.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
weird.
Dude, that freaking back to that freaking race, dude. That last stint of that race, it was uh like we were having a terrible time, and I wasn't in the zone, and like we hadn't practiced or anything, and so I drove like two or three stints during the day. One was like a double, I think. Um, and I crashed like every stint or had some kind of incident where I had to go in the pits or something. And then we had trouble with driver swaps. And we had to like leave the lobby and come back in. It was a nightmare. We
Mm.
were like way down the order. Uh, and also it was like this German league. Okay, so it's like We
Right.
went in there with a bunch of guys who probably all they do is drive that track, and we got our butts handed to us. Like I didn't expect the pace to be where it was.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the fastest GT4 lap I seen was like an 8:56. I was like, what?
Whoa.
Dude, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, craziness. But
That's hauling.
for whatever reason, dude. So it happened that like okay, so I had to leave. I did my last stint during the day at like I don't know around 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time, something like that. Took some
Right.
time off and was gonna be like, guys, you want me to do a stint before I got to do this race on GT7? I never did. Went to GT7, had a race at like 8 o'clock at night to 9. Came back, you know, um, did finally ended up doing a stint at like 11. Then came back out, spotted for a while, streamed, and then like at 1 o'clock in the morning, finally got ready to like take a nap. Okay, and while Rigo
Shit.
did like a double stint, and
Oh
dude
man.
came back from this nap, woke up like groggy as heck at 4:30 in the morning, and just started my stint. And for whatever reason, I was like, you can go back on the stream and watch this. I was just like locked in. I made like almost no mistakes. I remember three notable moments. It was just like I don't know what happened, but I was like in the flow for 3 hours. I did a triple stint all the way to the end of the race. Got in the car, and like somehow didn't
Holy
have to pee
shit.
this whole time. Freaking went
Damn,
all the
bro.
way, all the way to the end of the race because we noticed they were chasing down this one car and noticed they were getting close to him, and we were like a minute behind them when I got in the car and I chased him down for 3 hours and got him on the last lap.
Dude,
It
that's
was,
awesome.
and
Holy shit.
part of it was a strategy play too. So listen to this: like the server was all right. Like the weather was pretty good. It started in the wet, lasted not too long, 15 minutes or so. Dried out and was pretty much dry for the rest of the time. And then while I was away, the server crashed.
Oh no.
Dude, and it was down for like an hour or two before they got it back up. When they finally
Sheesh.
got it back up, it there was 15 hours left in the race, and I'm not kidding you, it rained for at least 10 of those 15 hours. Like
Oh.
at least 9. Do you imagine 9 hours
At least you're in a
straight rain?
GD4 car. Like,
Yeah,
in a GD4 car, I feel like it's definitely easier. Yeah, like,
yeah,
but in a GD3 car, man, when those conditions change, it becomes a whole different beast to drive.
yeah.
That's just
I
my
struggle,
opinion.
especially in the
Mm,
changeable conditions. I struggle. If it's just solid wet, I'm better, but yeah.
yeah.
Dude, but about I think about 4 hours from then, maybe 4 or 5 hours from then, the race it started drying up, and Rico did like his whole stint. I think he double stinted before I got in the car. I think was dry, and they got the
Okay.
pressures and stuff dialed in, and then they set me in the
Yep.
car and just it was dry to the end. I was like, oh my gosh, I could actually feel grip. Something about coming from the wet race maybe, and then being able to feel grip for the first time. Maybe that
Yeah.
locked me in to the feeling, but dude,
Well, if you hadn't practiced and then you first laps are wet laps, that's daunting.
yeah, yeah, and the the strategy, dude. Oh my gosh, I chased like just on raw pace and chased this dude down for the majority of the three stints, and then it was coming down to like the second to last lap or third to last lap, and the dude I watched this back on the replay. The dude shut his ignition off on accident, and at this
Oh
point, I had
no.
gotten to like less than 20 seconds from him, and he had to stop and turn it
Right.
back on. And then I was right on his bumper, going on
Oh,
the third to last lap, and then the second to last lap. It started raining as soon as we got onto the
no
Nordschleife.
way.
It started raining again. Yeah, okay. And then it got to a point where it's that level of rain where like, okay, I may be able to drive this, but I'm definitely going to be a lot slower, and I could pit for wets. But they had a 70-minute stint timer on, and it was ending at the end of the second to last lap, so I had to come into pit on the very last lap anyway.
Oh,
And so
dang.
I was like, oh, what's the strategy play here, man? Garwood was helping me. And it was like, and we both decided, it was like, okay, just come in, don't take tires, just do a stop and go,
Just do
reset the
fuel.
timer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got lucky because the freaking, the other guy took tires, and I was like 30 seconds down the road before he left the pits. And coming back onto the long back straightaway on the Nordschleife, he was like 10 seconds behind me, and I just was
Oh, no
praying.
way.
Yeah, dude, I was just praying. It's like, just hit your braking marks on the last corner. Just don't mess up the last corner, man. Freaking.
Man, you just got a Freddie Flintstone at that point.
Yeah, it freaking worked out, dude. It was just 3 hours of just hounding down that dude. I couldn't believe it. That was,
Heck yeah, man. Hey, that's good preparation. I know it's a different car, but it's good preparation for this upcoming Sunday.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And freaking after the end of the MRC season is going to be a 2 hour race at the Nords. So I got a lot of
Oh,
Nords this year.
getting heaps of practice. Damn.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you know if the Aston GT4 car decent around the Nürburgring? Do you know? Because that's the car
that
I've signed up in.
yeah, that was a car. That was a car I was actually chased down. But there's some Astons there that had some really good pace. Weirdly,
Okay, all right.
the guy with the fastest lap was in a Camaro.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, dude, those Camaros, whatever BOP they got there, like those things are fast there. I don't like the way they drive, but apparently they're fast there.
I remember we all did that one-off sort of Camaro race at
That
Laguna
Laguna
Seca.
Seca race. Yeah.
And yeah, and I
What's up,
qualified
JC?
first or second. Yo, JC. Sorry for the double murder. Um, but
Dude,
I remember that
Torque
race.
drives in there saying, "Why is this dude pretending to have an accent?"
Uh,
Oh shit! But yeah, the Laguna race.
yeah, qualified like first or second, I think. And I started on the wrong tires, and it's like, uh-oh, I think I've just already ruined my race because I dropped back, pitted, and I did like the whole 58 minutes on one set of tires,
That's
uh,
crazy.
and but somehow it worked. Like, I don't know. I like the Camaro, basic maybe, but I feel like there's already Camaros in the Sundays, and I didn't want to be another one. I'll
Yeah,
just be the Aston. We'll see how we go.
yeah, good try.
I would have done the Alpine, but I used to drive the shit out of that when I first got a PS5. So those days are
At
gone.
least the Aston sounds good. It's kind of like the AMG. It sounds really good.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's got that same engine. That's a good sounding car.
Yeah, good race, Amp. That
So
was fun.
901s are the lap time after chase.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay,
I think I
damn.
remember doing a race way back when I like first got the track, and what was his name? Alex was still here,
Yep,
and
yep.
we did like I think it was like a 30-minute race, or maybe a Sunday or something, or I don't, or maybe it was an hour. And he ended up giving me a setup at some point. I was talking to him, and I outqualified him on his setup.
I remember that.
And
Yeah, I remember that, dude.
yeah, and then he like passed me into turn one during the actual race, and I didn't see him again. But I feel like, but my point is, I for some reason I can't remember exactly what laps we were doing, but I want to say they were like it was like a 9:04 or something like that. Well, apparently not, because my game's still telling me my best lap's a 9:05.3. But
It could be
yeah,
that
I
glitch though,
can't.
where it's not
Yeah,
updated.
I can't remember now though.
Oh, I was in that race, and it's probably on my YouTube somewhere. I'll go back and have a look, just
Oh,
out of curiosity's sake.
yeah, find that. Let me know.
Yeah. How many cars are in the GT4 class? Do you
Uh,
know from memory?
Not from memory, but
Hmm.
we can look.
It should be fun, nonetheless.
You talking about like in the game? How many GT4 cars are there?
For the
Or
Sunday
just signed up?
series.
Yeah. There's 11 to choose from.
Yep, 11 cars to choose from. I'm gonna see who the drivers are and what they're in.
I guess the Alpine, the Jetta, the McLaren are still like really fast cars, and I guess the Camaro now too.
Right. GT4, where are you? So Bender, BMW, Money Mitch, McLaren, Urbina, Janetta. Oh, that poor Janetta's going to be needing about 2 extra gears.
Oh, you like the
Cody
Jetta, huh,
Camaro.
Torque? It is a good looking car. It looks like a mini, like, squished Viper to me.
So Cody, Christopher Shane, he's pretty fast. He's in the AMG this season, damn.
Yeah, I think he might be one of the top guys at the moment in that. Oh, you got to see a road car? Nice. Dang. I thought that was just like a British thing. I didn't know people had those over here. I think I saw like an AMG the other day for the first time and like freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, that's an AMG.
Oh, like the actual AMG GT?
Yeah, like yeah, I guess whatever the road car is.
Heck yeah, dude. They look
Yeah,
sick, don't they?
yeah. In person, it's crazy to see that thing, that long hood and low body and everything.
Yeah, it's got so much stance and like presence on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a guy who lives around here, like my area locally, and he actually has an SLS, like the AMG, like the Gullwing one, which is
Oh,
pretty
really?
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a cool ass car.
that's cool. Um,
Rare as hen's teeth.
it's this is gonna sound kind of silly, but like it's funny when I see them. Like I think about the cars in their race car form version now. You know, I guess because I drive them in the games, and
Yep.
the GT3 cars definitely look the best to me. I love the way the race cars look with all the dive planes and spoilers, huge spoilers and everything. So it's like
Yep. Hugging the ground.
when I look at a GT4 car, they look kind of like dumpy to me when I look at them in the game.
Dumpy.
Yeah, they look kind of, kind of like, like it looks, I don't know. You, it just, it's not quite as cool. It's kind of, you know, the balls are trimmed off of it a little bit,
I Yeah,
But
I know what you mean. It's
if,
more road car-y.
yeah, but then like when you see one in person and then you realize like that car is even more aggressive than the road car. But when you
Yep.
see a road car on the road, you're like, "Oh my gosh, that looks awesome."
I
So
know, right? It's
I don't
definitely like
understand
it's the
perspective.
context.
Yeah.
Perspective, yeah, that 100%. Like, because you might see like Honda Civic or like a Toyota Camry or whatever cars
Hmm.
most people drive on the road, and you're just like, you're used to seeing cars that sit way too high up and they look ugly, but then you see like a sports car like an AMG or like a Porsche 911, you're like, holy shit, that's like out of this world for this context and perspective. And
Yeah.
then you go to a racetrack, and then it's like, oh, that's just a road car now. There's all of these race cars, and this is it.
Yeah.
It's like it ups the level. 100% I agree.
Exactly.
Like when
Yeah.
I'm at a racetrack pretty often, and I get the exact same sort of feeling. You look at a GT4 car, and it actually looks not dumpy like you said, but they actually look really purposeful and stuff, and
Hmm.
they look low and fat. But then a GT3 car is like on steroids with those two things. That they're literally
Right.
almost scraping
It's like
scraping the ground.
how low they are, and with the extra like over fenders, just making them look a little wider.
Yeah, they've
It's
all
like
got big hips. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, they look sick.
Oh yeah, I like them thick. Okay.
Lizzo's big girls. Sorry, YouTube. Please don't come after me.
Oh, Cody, what's up? That's what makes them fun to race. It's more like stock car racing. Yeah, yeah, I think I get what you mean.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Cody, me and you got a battle at Nerbs this weekend. Let's go. G-Force.
Heck yeah. See what that is. I should go practice for nerves. Dude, you're not doing that 488 challenge race, are you?
I
Series
meant
on
to race
Thursdays.
the other day. Yeah, I meant to join because I'd actually practiced for Mazzano and then I freaking slept in and I
Oh,
woke up
dang.
as race 2 finished and I was like, are you serious? So I guess it's Imola will be the
Y-
only one I get to do.
Yeah, that's next Thursday. Dude, I've messed up my streak. It was like the week before I was like second both times, and then I came into Mazzano and I got second in the last race, but in the first race I came in like seventh. And you wanna know why? Because
Why?
I was messing around on the formation lap trying to save fuel because I didn't know how much I needed, so I didn't get a lot of practice, and put my engine map down, like all the way down, I think.
Oh
And
no, so you had no
dude,
squirt off the start?
I took off and I'm like, hey, why's everybody passing me? I was fast a minute ago.
Oh, we've all done that before.
Dude,
We've definitely all done that.
totally forgot about the engine. It took me like half a lap to realize, man, like, god dang, why am I getting passed by everybody?
What the
Just
shit? I
like my
didn't put
car,
100 clicks of rear wing on?
like, are my pedals broken? Then I
Damn,
look
dude.
down and see the engine map, like, fudge, it just like ruined my race because they're freaking. I hate that, but it's
We've all done
hilarious though.
little silly mistakes. Like we've all done the
Yeah.
self-inflicted things. I'll never forget um, one race. I do, and it was like I would never do it again. But I had a pit stop, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn the TC off, so when I get dropped down from the jacks, it induces wheel spin, and then I'll just to get some rear tire temp. It doesn't even wouldn't have even
Hmm.
mattered. It would have made up like a tenth all race just exiting the next corner. It wouldn't have mattered. But I forgot to turn the TC back on at pit exit. So I left the pits and gassed it up, and I spun into the wall and destroyed the car like an idiot. Like what a what a dickhead move that was. And I was at the time in whatever race it was like running third outright or fourth outright. And idiot me just spins out of the pits, no TC, straight into the concrete barrier.
Oh
How
gosh,
silly, man.
dude, yeah.
Absolutely spewing.
Uh-huh. Oh gosh, I hate that. Just like the tracks, the tracks for a race with the Ferrari, and I gotta like go between like 9 and 3 TC, and
Hmm.
like at Suzuka is a good example. Coming out of the hairpin at Suzuka, and then I'll go to get all the way to Spoon and forget that I didn't. I'm still in 3 and try to come out of that turn and be like, whoa, drifting.
Yeah.
Like, freaking wait a minute.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, freaking cars. But
That TC stuff really teaches bad habits, though. Like,
yeah.
if you go back to like the cup car, like the Porsche,
Oh yeah.
um, you realize how much you lean on TC in those other cars, and
And that's
it teaches bad
I think
habits.
that's why I'm good in the Ferrari and not very good at anything else. It's because it is able to handle. And I've never had like good throttle control to begin with, but the AMG was like kind of helping teach me that. But that's always why I was never quite as good in the AMG. I think as Flobs, especially on the throttle control. Um,
Right.
like yeah, I do benefit from a car. I can just get on the throttle very quick. But I think the AMG helped me at first because when I first started using the Ferrari, I was like always around like 5 or 6, and I would never go up to 9. I was like, why would I do that? you know? And
Right.
it was
Yep.
actually not too bad, but it did slide. Sometimes it would slide, you know, but I was like kind of controlling it more. And then I
Yep.
found out about the other thing, and I was like, oh, okay, now I can just freaking, you know, it's like learning that like birth control or condoms exist. It's like, oh, I can just dump now. Just freaking go.
Pretty much, man. You can just fill up those clams and away you go.
Cody says, what GT4 Dalton running? Got to deal with my Camaro.
Yeah, the Aston. So I'll wave goodbye when he goes down the straights because he's definitely going to be hauling ass. I'll just try to catch him in the corners.
Whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. I still can't believe that time the freaking, was it Fagan that won Monza in the Ginetta that last time?
That BOP was out of this world. Yeah.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I know. If it was like a normal, if the ride heights weren't messed with, for Monza, like the rest of the season, then McLaren would have won by a country mile, but they put my car up so high, it had so much drag. And when me and Tom did our first lap of practice, he's like, "Oh, I'll follow you," and I'm like, "Okay." And I was like going full speed on our outlap, and he passed me, and I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And I'm like, I looked at my engine map, and I'm like, "Bro, what the shit?" And then I went back to the pits, and I'm like, "Oh, my ride height's like 100, and his was 70. My car was so draggy."
Dang! Holy cow! Oh, what is
Yep.
it? What is it normally on this McLaren?
Like 90?
90. Okay. You know,
Yeah, I think from memory.
the freaking the AMG ride height's like 103 minimum on the front, and like I usually am running like 120 in the rear.
Damn.
You can run like
That's
130. Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy that
Good
thing
ground
still
clearance.
is fat. Yeah, that's why it's so good over the curbs.
Yep. V8 versus V8. Hell yeah. Let's go, Cody.
Yeah.
That's going to be a crazy ass race. I wonder if you guys will catch up to lap us. Is it 90 minutes?
90 minutes, yeah. I think in an hour we might.
The last. Oh.
Nah, I couldn't.
Did you do the multi-class where there was GT3s and M2s? Because
No.
the GT3 cars caught us on the last lap, I want to say. And we were considerably slower than the GT4 times.
Oh wait,
So
was
maybe an hour and a half we will.
that you talking about the multi-class series that was just GT3s and GT or M2s?
Yes, yeah. Did you do the Nürburgring one that round?
Yeah, but was that just the? Was that? I thought that was just the GP circuit. That was the big. That was the North
No,
side
we
stuff?
did the 24-hour. So yeah, me and Matt, we had a mad battle, and I think Flobs and Cody were right there too. But then,
yeah.
I don't know what happened to them, but I know like what's his name, Fitzy, had caught us and lapped us.
Fitz. Yeah, dude. I don't know where
So
that
I
dude
wonder
went.
if
He
you
was so
guys.
fast.
I think he's got some personal stuff.
Was
I
the?
wonder if 90 minutes will be like enough for GT3s to catch the GT4s.
It might be then. You said y'all we did that as an hour race and y'all got lapped.
Yep,
Before,
it was like the last lap and only a couple of cars caught us.
Okay. Well, then maybe. But maybe not on the GT4s because those M2s are like real. Like, what lap times are you doing in the M2s?
That's a great question.
It's had to have been like, what, 11 minutes at least? 12 maybe?
What? I think it was like 9 something.
Oh,
it was
it?
definitely
Just
high nines.
High nines?
High nines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it'd be in like the 11s. Dang.
Oh man, imagine that! Holy shit, that
Yeah,
would be so
it's like
slow.
the Dacia Sandero and the real N24.
Oh, and they still race that, right? It's like a
Yeah,
hazard.
it got in a wreck this year in flu plots, I
Shit.
think. GT4,
Shit.
freaking was it GT4 McLaren or AMG or something took it out.
Damn.
Poor little thing. Leave the Sandero alone.
Yeah, no, James May would have been crying.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, hopefully we get some more multi class passes. But it's gonna be tough at the nerves because like the M4, the GT4s are basically, well, depending on who's driving, I guess, is like a minute slower, just less than a minute, like 50 seconds slower a lap.
Yep.
So 50, like, okay, so if you're 50 seconds slower lap and you're only getting 8 laps in an hour, then you get eight, nine,
About 12
12 laps
laps
an hour and
for
a
an hour and a
half.
half.
Yeah, that's, I mean, how much time are you really losing? You're not losing a whole
About,
lap's worth of time, are you?
mm, I'm not sure. 12. It would be 12 minutes, but then minus maybe like 10, 10, 9 or 10 minutes, I think it would be.
Oh.
So maybe you guys will catch us once.
That's something. If it's like the fast guys stay on pace, they may get lap once. Slower guys may get lap more. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Or somebody gets in an incident. But
I just that track makes me really like it makes my hands really sweaty because like I'm so
really,
nervous oh
yeah,
dude, I wish I had a wheel. I would feel so much more comfortable, but the
yeah.
control I get really sweaty hands because I'm just so nervous to drive around that track. And I just don't want to crash. Like
No,
I'd love to
I
go
get that.
balls out and yeah, I'd love to go sub 9 minutes in the GT4 car, but I don't think I just want to try to survive. Oh, it's so hard not to crash around there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Cody said, is that right? For the 90-minute race, they're going to require 2 pit stops?
Wait, really?
Or are you thinking about the MRC race, Cody? Because
Two pit stops?
yeah, I know in the
Damn.
MRC race we're doing a 2 hour race and we're going to require 2 pit stops. I hadn't heard the requirements for the multi-class race yet. There might be. Who knows? Let me go on the server and see. Oh, let's see if it says anything. But yeah, I totally get the
There are two
not wanting to hit the
mandatory pit
walls.
stops. I
Oh,
just read it now.
where does it say?
In the green checkmarked channel on Discord, it says,
Green
remember there
check
are two
mark channel.
mandatory pit stops. 1 liter of fuel minimum for both.
Let's see. Green check mark channel. Oh, for yeah, okay, yes. So around 90 minutes, there are only 2 mandatory pit stops. First, 1 liter fuel. So practice will be shortened. Hmm. I don't know how to feel about that. Well, I get why they're doing it, but there's only going to be a 10-minute practice, and quali is going to be 40 minutes. Hmm. I guess that's to keep the time from not going too
Yeah.
long. I mean, shoot, at that point, what's 20 more minutes? Literally 2 laps.
And now it's like, yep. Now I'm thinking, do I take tires or not for that race?
Uh,
Is it very hard on tires?
You know,
I guess it would.
it depends, I think, how hot it's going to be. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here right now.
Okay, I'm taking
The
tires.
practice server I'm in right now, dude, is 29 air, 37 track.
Oh, thank you. I'm definitely taking tires. There
What
is
the?
no way I'm nursing hot marshmallows for that long.
Hot marshmallows, yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna be. Oh my gosh. Uh, because I was, oh shoot, I was feeling in the other race that like I maybe could have double stinted tires if I had needed to, but they would have definitely been really worn out. I think probably an hour and a half in, they would have probably been super worn out, but the temp was only like, I think the temp was 25. I think it was
Okay.
25, 33. Um, but yeah,
How many rounds has there been? Has there been 2 or 3 races so far? Do you know?
multi-class.
Yeah.
I think it's been at least three. I think this is the fourth
Hmm.
round. Oh yeah, it says round four. So yeah, three
Oh, yep.
rounds.
Okay. Man, I don't.
Because they're
I'm
doing two
telling,
of these
just for the
90-minute races.
excitement. Right. Okay. Just for the excitement and the challenge, I might take no tires just to see what it's like. I
Yeah.
don't know. If I
Well,
got to turn up that TC, so be it. But it could be
oh,
fun.
yeah, there you go. Turn the TC up, save them a little bit. You know, I mean, you'll know about 45 minutes in. You'll know.
Yes. And then add another race stint of fuel in on those old tires. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Well, you know,
I think for the fun of it, I'm going to.
at 90 minutes and two pit stops, I mean, I guess you could, if you're gonna take tires twice, it's just one at 130 minutes and once at an hour. So that kind of
Hmm.
makes it too easy, like 30-minute stints, really. Uh, 'Cause if you take tires, hmm, like, nah, yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to take tires twice. Just do 45 minutes, do it at the middle, and like take just a fast, just 1 liter stop right at the end, maybe.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's exciting to think
'Cause
about. I
you definitely
just
don't want to take tires twice.
no. I'm not taking them twice. I'm really considering not taking tires at all and just seeing how it goes. Um, if there's like, if say for example, like me and Cody are battling and he's sort of within range ahead of me,
Hmm.
and I can not take tires to jump ahead of him, all I've got to do is just not make a mistake around the Nords section,
Yeah.
and then he can't pass me. But then down the straight, he's gonna blitz by me. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's the hard part. Is like some of these cars that were fast on the straights, like you know, even though like maybe the Merc is faster in the corners a little bit, they were still fast. You know, 'cause a
Hmm.
lot of this track, even though it's a lot of twisty turns, some of these twisty turns are flat out twisty turns. You know,
Yep.
it's a lot of full throttle running on this track.
Hmm. For excitement and entertainment purposes only, I am thinking just once, just like no tires at all, just do fuel. I'm definitely contemplating it. It would be fun.
Yeah. But like I said, about 45 minutes in, you'll know if you need to take tires or not. So,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Cody, you're in the Chevy. Surely you're taking tires. Oh.
I would assume. Wow. Talking about hot marshmallows. When we did that, the GOOOO Sacred Race. Oh, man.
Hot temperatures.
I think I'm going to have to open the brake ducts up a little more than 2.
just a little bit.
But you never know here. Uh, 13, 26. Anything else? Alright, do some practice laps here just to see.
Alright, man.
Well, you stayed on a lot longer than I thought you were going to.
Same here, man. I was actually going to go off and get lunch about an hour and a half ago, but it's been a laugh and good to catch up and chat.
Yeah, glad you're able to help me out. Don't let me hold you up if you need to go.
Nah, I am going to go short. I really need a cuppa, so I'm definitely going to head off shortly. Make a run for the shops.
Alrighty.
Oh, someone practicing. Who's that? I can't see the name.
In the Nord server?
Yeah.
Oh, me and Cody are in here.
Oh, Cody's actually... Alright.
He's in here getting his hands dirty with his Camaro, man. You get in here and practice. Tell him what's up.
Oh shit, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh, it is.
Alright, man. Well, you have a good night, bro, and it was good to catch up, and man, I'll catch you at Nords and then Spa, the 2 best tracks for next week.
Yeah. Alright, man. Cool. Good to see you. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Alright, bro. Take care. Laters.
Later. Oh shoot. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Back to just me now. Gotta get some practice in on this. On Nords, see where we're at. It's just a fast track right now. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay.
Box, we have to repair it.
Oh my. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, guys. If y'all are still there, come join me tomorrow night for the NPM F1 series. We'll be back. Forget where we're gonna be. I think it's Red Bull Ring. I think. Doing like the 2025 Super Formula One series in the Super Formulas. Check that out. Yeah, and nothing Thursday, and we should be back to NPM GT7 stuff on Friday. I'm not sure where we are yet, but we'll see. So thanks everybody. Please give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and let's keep racing. All right, thanks everybody. Y'all have a good night.